exploratory testing. See, what is this exploratory testing? See, listen. Say we involved in testing this Premise Bank application. Any project we are testing, first we need to understand the requirements of the product. For this application, we have a detailed requirement document available. The Premise Bank application functional requirement document it is. With the reference of this document, by analyzing this document, we gain the knowledge about the product, use cases, business rules, everything is clearly documented. Requirements are properly documented. By studying the requirement document, we gain the knowledge about the product. Based on the knowledge what we have gained from the document, FRS or SRS, generally we plan what to test and how to test, then we start testing the product. This is formal process actually, the systematic way of doing testing. See, the next project, say we involved in testing this Orange HRM application now. For this Orange HRM application, we don't have any requirement document. We ask you to test one product for which we don't have a requirement document, or some requirement documents are available, not properly, neatly documented. By referring the requirement document, we are not gaining the complete knowledge about the product. First of all, requirement documents are not available for one product, or requirement documents available but not providing proper inputs. You ask you to test Orange HRM application for which you don't have any requirement specifications. How you proceed with further testing? First, you need to gain the knowledge about the application. Mostly process-oriented approach. By studying the FRS, SRS, whatever available, we gain the knowledge about the product. Then we plan what to test and how to test, then we start testing it. It's a formal process. Say you involved in testing some other application for which we don't have any requirement document. Without gaining the knowledge about the product, nobody can test it. The scenario, we involved in testing one application for which we don't have requirement specifications. Then how we gain the knowledge about the product? Only by exploring the product. Exploring generally meaning we browse the product. By browsing the product, exploring the product, we gain some knowledge about the product. With this knowledge, we plan what to test, how to test, then we test. This kind of testing approach is called exploratory testing. Exploring, understanding the application functionalities, then start testing it is called exploring and testing, exploratory testing. Is it a suggested method? We are trying to understand the product by referring the developed application, by exploring the already made product. As per the client requirement, there are 10 menus required. Our developer implemented only 9 menus. One option missed by the developer, but we do not come to know about it. Because we are exploring the developed product to understand it, whatever we see, we assume they are the requirements because we don't have a requirement separately. It's not really a preferred approach. What to do when the requirement document is not present, this is the only option left in. Such kind of testing approach is called exploratory testing. It's a formal testing approach or an informal testing approach?
Informal.
It is also comes under ad hoc testing, informal testing. See, listen, any work carried out in a very procedural way, it is called formal. When a work carried out not following the defined procedure, then it is called informal. This is not suggested method because we are understanding the product by referring the developed product, already developed. While developer made some mistakes, we will not come to know about them. We assume whatever we see in the application, they are the requirements. But the actual requirements are different, maybe. So, it is not a suggested mechanism, but that what to do when the requirement documents are not present, this is the only option left in to gain the knowledge about the product. Exploring and testing, exploratory testing, which comes under again ad hoc testing. Small companies, low budget projects, they don't follow proper documentation. Like generally by exploring the product, we start testing it. Take it. Exploratory testing. Exploring the application. We browse the product, that is called exploring the application, understanding its requirements, then testing it. Exploring the application, understanding its requirements, then testing it is called exploratory testing. Exploring the application, understanding its requirements, then testing it is called exploratory testing. When exploratory testing will come into the picture? In two practical scenarios, your management may initiate to do exploratory testing. One scenario, requirement documents are not available, not prepared. Other scenario, requirement documents are available, prepared, but not properly documented. By studying the requirement document, we are not getting the sufficient inputs for continuing testing. In these two situations, your lead management asks you to do exploratory testing. Make a note of it. This exploratory testing comes in the following two situations. This exploratory testing comes in the following two situations. This exploratory testing comes in the following two situations. First one, if requirement documents not available. If requirement documents not available. Second scenario, requirement documents not providing, meaning available but not providing proper inputs, not properly documented, not providing proper inputs. So one scenario, first of all, we don't have any requirement specification. Second scenario, some requirement documents are available but not properly documented. By studying the requirement document, we are not understanding the product properly. We keep them aside. Directly we explore the product and start testing it. Such kind of testing approach is called exploratory testing. Exploring and testing. Take the last one, monkey testing. Monkey testing. Listen, in order to test some product, we have created some test cases. Say 100 test cases are prepared to validate various features of the product. As a manager or a lead, I have a team of 4 members, say, I estimated how much time required for executing these 100 test cases. 8 days of time needed. Now I plan the work in this way mostly. I ask my team members, first 8 days, you complete the test case execution. 100 test cases are available for the product. First 8 days, you execute all these 100 test cases. Last 2 days, you test as you wish. You test as you wish. In addition to formal testing, after executing the test cases, I may ask my team members, last 2 days, you test as you wish. Wantedly perform some random actions, zigzag actions, uneven actions, with an intention of making the system fail. If you are really doing such kind of testing, there is a possibility of finding some hidden tricky defects. For extra testing will nothing go wrong. If the time permits, budget permits, you can plan some extra testing activities where there is a chance of finding some tricky bugs. Formal testing give the confidence, no risk in releasing the product. Because to test all these 40 requirements, my team members planned what to test, how to test, properly documented, a senior person verified, approved. Yes, if these 100 test cases are executed successfully and passed, 40 requirements are justified. To ensure the 100% requirement coverage, to get the confidence, no risk in releasing the product to the client, formal methodologies are suggested. Approach is suggested, good approach. In addition to this formal testing, you plan some little amount of time for doing some random testing. Ad hoc testing, it is also ad hoc testing. Test like a monkey. Random testing, zigzag testing, uneven testing, jumpy testing are the other names for monkey testing. Wantedly you perform some uneven operations, zigzag actions with an intention of making it fail. So generally when we are doing a formal testing, supposing there is an employee registration form, first we enter employee number, employee name, designation, salary, date of birth, date of joining. In a very systematic way we input the details and click submit button to verify the functionality working properly or not. Sometimes after entering the employee number, when I press escape, after entering the employee number without continuing the remaining, when I do some unwanted action, there is a possibility the program may enter into the loop and may not come out. Finally, there is a possibility of finding some hidden tricky defects when we are doing random testing. That is called monkey testing. Test like a monkey, the intention is we are trying to identify few more of defects. In addition to formal testing, it is suggested where there is a chance of identifying few more hidden defects. Generally in industry, I said 8 days of time is enough for executing the test cases. I plan the work for 10 days. I ask my team members, first 8 days you complete the planned test cases. Last 2 days you test as you wish. Try to find out some more issues. Such kind of testing approach is called monkey testing, also called random testing, also called jumpy testing, which is again ad hoc testing. Exploratory testing, monkey testing comes under ad hoc testing because they are not planned procedures. Take it, monkey testing. Wantedly performing uneven operations or zigzag operations, wantedly performing uneven operations, zigzag operations with an intention of making the system fail, is called monkey testing. With an intention of making the system fail is called monkey testing. Clear about this? So make a small note. exploratory testing, and monkey testing, exploratory testing and monkey testing comes under ad hoc testing. Comes under ad hoc testing. So exploratory testing, monkey testing comes under ad hoc testing. Clear about this? Right. So these are the various functional testing methods, functional testing approaches, functional testing types. Smoke testing, sanity testing, formal testing, ad hoc testing, retesting, regression testing, system level integration testing, the overall testing, end-to-end testing, monkey testing and exploratory testing. These are various functional testing approaches.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Sir, does the monkey testing comes under negative testing?
No, it's not negative or positive. But mostly here, I agree with you. The intention is, what is the meaning of negative testing?
Invalid inputs.
Finding bugs in
Not only invalid
intention of negative perception.
We are trying to make it fail. Or we are trying to find out the bugs. Almost negative testing, monkey testing approach is a kind of a negative testing approach. We always, we are trying to find out the bugs by we are trying to make the system fail. See, when you try to make something fail, if you are really succeeded in that, you are able to find out some bugs. If you try to prove system is doing what it is not supposed to do, we are trying to prove system is doing what it is not supposed to do. It is a negative approach only, correct? Yeah, almost in monkey testing also our approach will be a negative approach only, correct? I said, wantedly we perform some uneven actions. Uneven actions meaning input invalid data, wrong operations, with an intention of making it fail. What do you mean by intention of making it fail? We are trying to find out the bugs. Right. See, any application given, first we need to have a check, either build 1 or build 2 or build 3 or build 4 or build 10 or build 40, build 100. First build or modified builds. Any build given, before you start testing all of the features in the given build in deep, have a rough test, first of all, whether it is in a testable condition or not. It can be called either smoke testing or sanity testing. In the beginning versions, it is called smoke testing. At the later versions, it is called sanity testing. Unstable versions, mostly beginning versions are unstable versions. Very first build, first time the code converted into an app, there are chances for many mistakes, correct? Chances of getting failures would be high. Unstable versions, definitely beginning versions are unstable versions. At beginning version, you had a check whether it is in a testable condition or not. It is called smoke testing. If you carry out the same activity on the stable versions, system implemented, system tested, project is given to the client is using it. Using it meaning it is a stable version. Client already using it to run a business. Maybe after a month or 2 months, customer asks for some new features. New features are added to the existing code. Next version created. Build number 41 created. Now in this kind of build number 41 also given to QA team again, because 2 new features are added. Added features to be tested. Its connector features also need to be again tested. At build number 41, if you had a check whether it is in a testable position or not, it is called sanity testing. These are major difference between the smoke testing and sanity testing. Similarly, formal testing, ad hoc testing. If you follow testing by if you carried out testing by following a predefined QA process. A company defined a process. Your management defined a strategy. First do this, then do this, then do this, then do this. We have to follow this documentation. Really testing carried out by following some testing standards, by following certain QA standards, proper documentation, proper procedures, it is called formally doing the testing. Formal testing. The systematic way of doing testing, understanding the requirement, writing scenarios, writing test cases, prioritizing the test cases, running the test cases, reporting the bugs. If you really follow such processes, it is called formally doing testing, formal testing. Because of no time, because of the budget not permit, time not permit, resources not permit, for any other technical reason, for any other commercial reason, for any other reason, you are doing testing, but we are skipping this entire process. We are testing directly without following any test case and nothing. It is called informal testing, ad hoc testing. Sir, either formal testing or informal testing, finally, what is the end goal or end objective? Finding the bugs. Whether you are doing testing in a very systematic way or as you wish, finally, objective is finding the bugs. The identified bugs we report to developer. Developer resolve them. No guarantee they were correctly rectified. We need to have a test again called retesting. In order to fix a bug, in order to add new features, to modify existing features, programmer will do some code changes. These code changes may introduce side effects. So whenever we receive the modified version for testing, first you need to ask the developer why this modified version created. He said, these two new features are added, A and B. Now, what is our tester job now? What are the other features connected to the A, M and N? What are the other features connected to the B, X and Y? First, you need to test A and B, newly added features. Then, M and N, which are connected to A, X and Y, which are connected to B, again need to be tested, which is called regression testing.
Regression testing.
Whenever we receive the modified build for testing, first we need to have the clarity why this modified version created. What are the new features are added? What are the existing features modified? What are the bugs rectified? If we have this clarity, then only we can able to find out what are the other areas connected to these modified areas. Those areas need to be once again tested, called regression testing. Hope you understood the point. Right.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I given few simple scenarios there. In a bike example, if any repair made at headlight, its connected functionality, side indicators need to be retested. Another example I have given on the same bike, if any repair made at back wheel and brake are interconnected, brake functionality need to be again tested. They are not software application examples, generic examples to understand the process, leave them. I given an application level example, login and change password. Both are interconnected. Any changes made to change password and login both are technically code-wise connected. There is a possibility login may get affected. We need to test login again. Okay. Let's assume we are working on some ERP project. SAP ERP kind of application, ERP application, enterprise resource planning, purchase activities, sales activities, finance activities, accounts activities, marketing, production planning, human resource management, all departments to computerize, to automate the complete activities of a manufacturing organization. The ERP softwares are designed. The target audience for ERP products are manufacturing companies, cement factories, sugar factory, pharmaceutical company, any manufacturing organization. Any manufacturing company will buy some raw materials, right? Purchase activities will be there. Production activities, marketing activities, sales activities, logistics, transportation, accounts, finance, HR. To computerize these kind of activities, softwares are designed called ERP softwares, SAP ERP, Oracle apps. There are many ERP products in the market. Okay. Say we are working on some ERP project, some changes made to purchase order functionality. What is this purchase order? The production people require some raw material to produce a finished product. In a manufacturing company, production department need some raw material to make the product. These people will not go to the market and buy the material, correct? These people will raise an indent to inventory, stores department. The stores department people will check the stocks available or not. If available, dispatch. Not available, raise a purchase indent. The vendors give the quotation. The purchase department will place a purchase order. Against the purchase order, they supply the material to the company. Finance people will make the payment. Accounts people, then finance people will make the payment. That's the process. A simple life cycle I have discussed. Say you are working on such kind of application, some modifications made at purchase order, some changes made to the existing purchase order functionality. Okay? Right. What are the other features need to be tested? We have to determine what are the other areas connected to the purchase order. Some modifications made to purchase order, that is the assumption. So as a tester, we need to find out what are the other features connected to this purchase order. Those features need to be once again tested. It is called regression testing here, right? You answer me. What are the other functionalities related to purchase order in a ERP product? Finance is a department name. Functionalities I am talking about. There will be entries, right? The entries I am talking about. Functionalities I am talking about. Without having the ERP domain knowledge, nobody can say. As you know already about a bike, I said some repair made at back wheel, you are immediately able to say brake need to be again tested because you know about the product bike, correct? As you know about the bike, okay, brake, back wheel or interconnector features. So any repair made at back wheel, brake need to be again tested. Easily you are able to say. The other example I have given, headlight, side indicators. You know about the bike product, you are able to say any repair made at headlight, its connector features, side indicators need to be again tested because you know about the product domain, bike. In a flight, you know about the flight? Internal, how it is interconnected? Do you know about the flight features? Even I do not know, correct? You are getting what I am saying here. We do not know about the product flight. If any repair made at particular area, what are other areas get affected, we cannot say because we do not know about the internal mechanism of a flight, correct? We know how to travel, that's it. We do not know how it works properly. Without having this technical or domain knowledge, we cannot identify the regression testing area. That is what I am trying to highlight. Understand the point? For your ease of simple of understanding, I given some examples, okay, done. In a ERP application, in some e-commerce application, without having the knowledge about the project domain, nobody can say these are the areas need to be regression tested. Domain knowledge is mandate to find out the regression testing areas. Agreed? Without having the knowledge about the product domain, we cannot able to identify what are the other areas may get affected because of the changes made here. Domain experience, domain knowledge is mandate for identifying regression testing areas. Understand the point here? Right. Why the companies are hiring 3+ experienced people? Companies are hiring some experienced people also, right? Not only freshers. What is the expectation from the experienced people? This kind of domain knowledge. Supposing my new project is a new client, is a ERP client. We got a new project which is a ERP client project. I'll give the requirement to my HR team like this. If I'm the project manager, I'll ask my HR people, I need at least one person who has 5 to 8 years of experience in testing and also previous working on ERP domain, at least one project on ERP domain. I need another 3-4 people, 3 resources otherwise, who has 3+ years of experience in testing, Banner Selenium. Addition to that, this person should have prior knowledge about previous projects. He or she should work in ERP domain. Online team, please mute yourself. Chandrasekhar, please mute. One person, 5 to 8 years of experience. Maybe 2-3 people, 3+ years of experience. Remaining all 6 people, I'll hire freshers. At least 5 to 8, one person. 3+ years of minimum 2 or 3 people, say 3 people. Remaining 5-6 people, I'll hire freshers. If my requirement is 10 resources for this product. That 5 to 8 years of experience person, I'll put him as a lead. You lead the team. One person, you lead the team. 3 people, senior members. Other 4-5 people, 6 people, junior level people. Because these juniors do not know, freshers do not know about the ERP domain. The 3+ years of experience people know about the ERP domain because 3 years they have worked. They'll be having sufficient knowledge about the product domain. That 5 or 8 years of experience person can able to manage the teamwork. Work allocation, work coordination, guiding and training, everything. This will be my plan for a new project if I need 10 people. If I hire all experienced people, my budget will not permit. Agreed? If I hire all experienced people, all 10 people, 3+ years of experience, my budget will not permit. Because each person's salary will be about 8 lakhs or 9 lakhs or 10+. 10 people, budget will not permit. If I hire all freshers, project will go. Finally, a project is a combination of high-level resources, middle-level resources, junior-level resources. Any business is a concept. If you go to a bank branch, there will be only one manager, not 10 managers, correct? There will be only one manager. There will be one middle-level people, one supervisor, some senior people. Many people you will see in the front desk, all juniors, correct? Then only their budget will match. Not only budget problem here. All managers, if you put the work, they will fight, they don't do the work. I am the senior, I am the senior. Generally, any business, you consider one supermarket also. There will be only one manager, correct? One supervisor. Remaining all people are day-to-day work executives. Even project planning also same. Either development job or QA job also same. One manager, one lead, and 2-3 senior QA engineers. Remaining are QA engineers. Now, why I discuss this topic now? These senior people who have previous experience on similar kind of project domain can easily able to identify regression testing areas, correct? Then document, these are the regression scenarios to be retested. I repeat. Today we received the modified version. I am the senior person working in this team, or I am the team lead for this project. I don't let all my team members, you decide the regression testing areas. First, I'll get a confirmation from the development team. What are the modifications made in this version? They said A and B are modified. As I have experience in testing, also experience in the product domain, I identify what are the other features connected to A, what are the other features connected to B. I make a list. I document them. Now I allocate the work to my team members. You do this, you do this, you do this. Understand the point? Every junior level resource cannot able to identify regression testing areas correctly. This is the job of the senior person to identify the regression testing areas, document them. In the second build, these 4 features need to be once again tested. Document them. Ask the people to test. I can ask a junior person now, you test these 4 features. I identified what are the other areas may get affected, listed. Now I ask my team member, you test these 4. This is a practical process inside the company. Hope you got it? Right. So finally, some domain knowledge is mandate for identifying the regression testing areas in a project. Clear about this? How many of you are planning to give experience here? Raise your hands. Fairly raise your hands. I'm your trainer, I am not the interviewer here. Yes. How many of you are planning to give some experience after this training? See the hands here. Right. Good. So, what is your understanding on my discussion? I given some hint to you, I given a tip to you. What is your understanding now? The people who are planning for experience. If you are giving 3+ years of experience, in addition to this testing subject what we are learning, you have to decide what kind of projects we have to highlight on the resume, correct? Definitely you are going to put up some 2-3 projects in your resume or not. You have to decide the projects which are in the demand in the market. ERP applications, e-commerce domain, banking, insurance, finance, retail. This is a happening business in the industry, correct? This is a happening business, finance business. Finance meaning banking also comes under finance. That stock trading, insurances, mutual funds, banking, mortgage loans, everything all comes under finance domain. The big business, $1 trillion of business in a day. See, ICICI Bank doing billions of dollars of a business in a day, which is an international bank, they invest some portion of the amount for technology. Agreed? In this $100, we have to invest $10 for the technology support. That is their budget planning. They keep on investing the amount for the technology. The big companies will have a budget planning, right? In this $100, we have to invest 10% of the budget for technology support, 10% of the budget for advertising or marketing, something like this. Here they give continuous input to the software companies. Bigger organization will take such kind of projects where they get continuous investment, continuous amount from the clients. Understand the point? School manager, school owner, if you say above 1 lakh, he will say, I'll maintain in 200 pages notebook. They will not put the investment for much technology, correct? But banking business needs a technology support. Finance business needs a technology support. E-commerce business must need a technology, correct? They invest the amount for the technology because only technology run their business. You need to list out what are the hot domains in the market that is happening business in the market. Finance business is happening. Banking business, e-commerce business, ERP business, retail business. You select 2 projects from any one of these domains. Banking, insurance, mutual funds, ERP, e-commerce, retail, such kind of projects you have to decide. Let us say decide 2 projects. Whatever you decided, let us say you decided one banking project. You decided one e-commerce project. Okay? You need to gain some knowledge about the product domain, correct? In internet, there are many applications available. Amazon is a e-commerce domain. Flipkart is a e-commerce. Any e-commerce application will look in the same fashion. Or if you Google, you'll get some documentation about e-commerce domain. What is e-commerce domain? Some requirement documents for e-commerce domain. You'll get something. You decided banking project. What is banking domain? What are the modules of banking? What are the detailed requirements of the banking? You'll get many documents. Whatever the projects you decided, you Google, okay, you get some documentation. In addition to this technical subject, what we are learning, as you are planning to give some experience, if I give an interview, maybe the interview will ask you, will you explain about your current project? The interviewer asking you, will you explain about your current project domain? You should be able to demonstrate for about 5 minutes what is your project, what are the modules available, what are the requirements, something like this. Most of the people will fail here. They copy some project from other resume and paste and go to interview, will fail. School management system, hospital management system will not work out. Understand? You have to put good projects like ERP domain project, e-commerce domain project, then only your resume will be filtered. I said previously, the scenario clearly understand. When I'm giving if I'm a project manager, I'm giving the requirement to my HR team. I need 10 people for this new client, new project. In this, one person or 4 people should have previous working knowledge on e-commerce domain. I clearly mentioned. So what HR people will do? They go to Naukri.com. They filter the profiles that contain ERP domain project in your resume, in their resume. Only such people interviews will be scheduled. Because project manager clearly said, I need 4 people who have previous working experience in e-commerce domain. According to this requirement only, HR people will search and schedule the interviews. Got it? So e-commerce, ERP, banking, finance is the happening business. You try to put up the projects related to these domains. This is the winning mechanism. Rather than blindly putting some school management system and going to an interview. Got it? Going to interview is not important. Cracking the job is important. Right? Leave this topic, further we'll talk. Right. Anyhow, as we observe student level, just you maybe learn some subject and pass out and coming to an institution for the guidance, technology guidance and all. For this reason I said, by end of your course, almost at the end of your course, I'll introduce you the HR department people who will take 10 days of grooming sessions, will give you the inputs to market your resume. Okay? Right. As of now, don't concentrate about other things. Only focus on learning the content. Next level, resume preparation, resume marketing, some other guidelines. Okay? Right. So, formal testing, ad hoc testing, retesting and regression testing and system integration testing. Nowadays, business applications. 2, 3 other APIs also. API. What is API? I use a word here. Application Programming Interface. API stands for Application Programming Interface. Okay. Just for your understanding, I'm giving another example here. I log into QEdge LMS account or QEdge Learning Management System, it is correct? Okay. It is admin module. It's admin module of my project, the QEdge Learning Management System. Here, one minute, I'll tell you. Any one batch I'll take. Otherwise, it's slow. This is your batch actually. or people have given a meeting link here, online meeting link, Zoom meeting link. Please observe here. Oh. I'm audible, right? Online team? It's automatically
Yes, sir.
Audible,
when I
sir.
click the link, it is automatically connecting to Zoom or not? Correct? It's automatically connecting to Zoom, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what my people did, tell me? They downloaded Zoom API. Zoom supports many integrations. My people have downloaded Zoom application programming interface. Some small code will come. We added the code. Automatically the link was created. So student point of view, you do not know what is happening inside. You only click the link. Automatically it is redirecting to Zoom. See, this software is different. Zoom software is different. Zoom made for meetings. We have downloaded a Zoom application programming interface and integrated into our system. See, after this integration, it is working properly or not need to be tested. Students are able to see the link, click the link. When the student click the link, automatically it is connecting to the corresponding meeting ID or not need to be verified. Agree? My people integrated, tested. Now we are published. This other simple example for integration testing. Are we doing integration testing at code level? No, at application level. So here, our learning management system and Zoom integrated. After the integration, these functionality working as expected or not need to be tested. Such testing approach is called system level, application level integration testing. Similarly, there is a payment gateway integration also. Directly you can go to payment option, click, this will be redirected to the many website you know about the payment integration. So this kind of integration part correctly working or not need to be tested. It comes under system integration testing. Last 2-3 months, my people have tested many requirements. 40 requirements or 50 requirements, 100 requirements we have tested last 2-3 months. Finally, my team member said, yes, sir, almost everything is fine. Now, as a team lead, if something went wrong, I am responsible and accountable. I'll have an overall check where I test all major business scenarios of the product in a very precise manner to make a decision whether to stop testing or not. It is called overall testing, end-to-end testing. If the requirement document is not available, only option left in explore the product, understand the product and test it. It is called exploratory testing. When time permits, wantedly perform some uneven actions on the given product where there is a chance of finding some tricky defect. It is called monkey testing. These are the various functional testing approaches. If you confirm all these points are clear, I go with the next topic, non-functional testing types. Clear? Online team, it's clear now? Till this point is clear, functional testing types? Take it, non-functional testing types. Non-functional testing types. Non-functional testing types. See, any project first we focus on functional testing. Once the functional testing finished, completed, then you focus on verifying the non-functional requirements of the product. What comes under non-functional? UI testing, usability, security, compatibility, load, performance, recovery testing, globalization, localization, all comes under other than the functionalities. non-functional testing. So let us talk about all one by one. Okay. First, we'll start from UI testing. Take somebody UI testing. UI testing. So what is UI testing? The appearance wise good or not? Look and feel. Sir, minimum look and feel, minimum look also expected in the software applications, correct? Supposing I went to a new website. The home page itself looking bad. Colors and all dark colors. Content is not visible properly. In a zigzag way it is appearing. I feel it is not a professional system. Why to use it? I'll go for some other website. When the user coming to our website, if it is giving a grand look, good look, okay, it's a good company. First the user will feel that it's a good company. Minimum appearance also required for every software application. In the UI testing, we focus on the developed forms, developed pages are looking good or not. Just looking good or not. Logo properly visible or not. Company name properly visible or not. Background colors, font style, font size, everything looking good or not, we are going to verify under UI testing. Take it, UI testing. Checking the appearance of the application, checking the appearance of the application, that is appearance meaning, that is look and feel of the application, is called UI testing. Look and feel of the application is called UI testing. So actually what we have to focus under UI testing? Let me provide a small checklist. The basic checks, what kind of basic checks we have to carry out while doing user interface testing. Take somebody within it. Checklist for UI testing. Checklist for UI testing. You answer me, what kind of basic checks we have to carry out while doing UI testing? That is nothing but a checklist. What do you mean by a checklist? What are the basic checks we have to carry out? What are the basic guidelines we have to carry out? Some application I am giving to you, asking you do UI testing. You tell me what kind of basic checks you carry out while doing UI testing on this product. The very first, any website, any application, check company logo, company name properly visible or not. Company logo, company title properly visible or not. So what is the recommended place for company logo? In the middle or in the right or in the left top corner? Left top corner. Why? Mostly you take any website, you see the logo on the left top corner. Is there any technical reason for that? Yes. Generally human eye will see the left corner first. If you go to a supermarket also, attractive items will be kept in the left side corner. No, that is a sales strategy. Human eye generally see the left corner first. Right, if you want to see little, you have to turn out. Left generally we see. For that reason, mostly logos, company names will put in the left top side. That is the recommended place for the company name and company logo. That we have to check. Take the first one. Check company logo. Check company logo and company name. Company logo and company name. Company logo and company name are properly visible or not. are properly visible or not. Company name, company logo are properly visible or not. That is the first point. The second one, you answer me something else. What can be covered under UI testing? Let's say our website has about 20 pages totally, say. All 20 pages, same background color, same font colors to be followed. Agree? First page in TDP color, second page in TRS color, not agreed. All pages should have consistency, same background color, same font color, same font style, then only it looks professional. Somewhere Times New Roman, somewhere Vadana, somewhere the font size is 18, somewhere the font size is 10. It looks, not in a professional way. Some content is clearly visible, some content is not clearly visible. There is a new scrolling. Very quickly it is scrolling. What is the use of it? You may not be able to read it. Very quickly it is scrolling. That such kind of things we have to focus on UI testing actually. Second point. Check consistency meaning same, in background colors, font colors, background colors, font colors, font style, font size, etc. The meaning of this statement, same background color, same font colors, same font style is followed or not need to be verified. So it looks good, it looks professional. So completely we are focusing on the developed forms looking good, looking professional or not. Okay? The next one, tell me what else we can cover. Let's say we are testing a page, employee registration form. There are about 20 fields. First name, middle name, last name, contact number, email ID, qualification, experience, nominee details, bank details, etc. In all 20 fields, some fields are mandatory, some fields are optional, correct? Only some fields will be mandatory. Our developer, while creating the page, mandatory items are not highlighted. As an end user, I do not know what are the compulsory fields. I feel everything I have to enter. I left some fields, I click submit, it is showing now middle name is mandatory, something like that. After clicking the submit button, I come to know this is the mandatory field. It's not correct. You tell me based on this discussion what we have to verify? Check. We have to check. All mandatory fields are highlighted or not. We have to verify all mandatory fields, required fields are highlighted or not. Clear about this? Okay. How you come to know these are the mandatory fields to verify? In the application star available. Okay. See, developer already highlighted 10 fields. Maybe there are about 12 mandatory fields. Who knows? Developer already highlighted 10. But actual requirement may be 12. You're getting what I'm saying? Repeat it. I'll explain in this way so that you'll get more clarity. Say in this application, here we have new branch registration form. There is a functionality called new branch registration. Admin can create a new branch for the bank. Some fields are highlighted as mandatory field. What are the fields highlighted here? Branch name, address one, zip code, country, state and city. My question to you is all mandatory fields are highlighted. Is all mandatory fields are highlighted by our developer or not? Answer me. Few meaning you mean to say everything is mandatory? Then online team, answer my question. There are some fields highlighted as mandatory fields: branch name, address one, zip code, country, state, and city. My question to you: really all mandatory fields are highlighted, or anything were missed? That is my question.
All mandatory are highlighted.
Highlighted. Address is
Yes.
not mandatory.
Sir, address one is already.
Address one mandatory. My question: area code is not mandatory. Is mandatory or not?
Mandatory, sir. Area code is.
Area code is mandatory.
But
Sir,
zip code is
zip
already
code
Zip
is
code
all
is available.
there.
Sir, we have zip code, right, sir, in India? So can come under zip code.
Okay. You are explaining with some assumptions, right? Maybe area code, maybe not clear. Testing should not be carried out with assumptions. You should not test something with assumptions. If you are doing testing with assumptions, 10 people involved in testing this product, 10 people will go for 10 assumptions. Agreed? This is what I am trying to highlight you here. Some fields are mandatory, some fields are highlighted as mandatory. First of all, my question to you: what we are seeing, new branch entry form, is expected or actual? What we are seeing is expected or actual? It is actual, correct? Developed product, it is actual. What is testing definition precisely? Comparing? Does the system, this system meeting the made as per the requirements or not, correct? What is expected? So already given the answer. After giving the answer, I am posting a question. What is expected? Requirements. Requirements are expected, correct? This is actual. We have to compare this actual made as per the expected or not. Requirements are not. Requirements are the basis to make a decision. See, without knowing what are the mandatory fields planned to highlight, how I confirm it? Really all mandatory fields are highlighted or not? First, I should know what are the mandatory fields planned, so that I can check really all mandatory fields are highlighted or not. For this project, if requirement documents are available, we have to refer the requirement documents. It is the banking application requirement document. Branches, requirement number 3, branches. There is one of the functional requirement available here, new branch registration. This feature allow admin to create a new branch for the bank. These are the fields: branch name, address one, etc. These are the various validations or conditions planned to implement. Branch name. These are requirement document. We are referring the requirement document. Branch name planned as mandatory field. Now I check. This is expected, correct? Requirements are expected. This is actual. I check now. Branch name marked as mandatory or not? Yes, marked as mandatory. Address one, planned as mandatory. Address one, yes, it is also marked as mandatory. Address 2, optional field. Address 3, optional field. Area, optional fields. I'll check. address 2, address 3, area, not marked as mandatory, correct. Then zip code, mandatory, country, state and city, mandatory, I'll check. Zip code, country, state and city. Like this we have to test, not with assumptions. Hope you got it now. Requirements are the basis, inputs. What we have planned as mandatory already available somewhere. So when you talk about agile model, you don't find this kind of FRS and SRS in agile model. KTs will be given. During the KTs, the senior person will explain, these are the things we planned as mandatory field. We'll make a note. Based on that, we have to test. Understand the point? In agile model, we don't spend time for preparing this kind of unnecessary lengthy document. I don't say unnecessary, for preparing lengthy documentation. Meetings, where the senior person will explain the requirements, developers and testers will note down, accordingly we test. That's it. Anyhow, after testing, first of all, you are submitting to the Scrum Master review. If something made mistake, that will be rectified, then demonstrated to the client. Generally, in agile model, you don't find this kind of document what I have shown you. Only KTs are meetings. So here, first we need to verify logo properly visible or not, company name properly visible or not. Then verify consistency in the background color and font colors. And also, these are the 2 points I have given, right? The next, listen. Same, I'll explain again. We ask you to check the appearance. Today, our developer created branch registration form. Today, our developer implemented branch registration page. Your lead asks you, you check the UI of the page. You check the UI of the developer page today. Here, I need to have a check. First of all fields are implemented or not. What are the fields available here? Branch name, address 1, address 2, etc. Enough? These fields are enough, any other fields are required. That again we have to refer in the FRS. There is a section here. What is the section name? Page elements. Try to understand this. First of all, this requirement document is input to the developer. I ask my developer, listen, you develop branch registration page today. Project lead ask a developer, you develop new branch registration form today. That is the task given to a developer. She started developing the code, branch registration form. End of the day, she submitted the output to me. Branch name, branch phone number, branch email ID, submit button, cancel button. I ask her, why only you have created 3 fields? We need to capture address 1, we need to capture address 2, we need to capture the zip code. She will question me, sir, how I would know? You asked me to develop a branch registration page. I thought these 3 fields are enough, I developed it, correct? Whose mistake here it is? Lead mistake. At first, see, if the inputs are properly given to developer, properly given to tester, they will do the work properly. I ask my developer, you develop the form. It's not correct. I need to explain the developer. If I'm a project lead, development lead, I need to give clearly information to the developer. These are the fields required. These are the mandatory fields. So the developer will implement it. The requirement document is first input to the developer. In this requirement document, there is a section. What is the section name here? Page elements. This section will clearly explain what are the elements to be designed in the page. This is the first input to the developer. No guarantee our developer implemented all of these fields. As a tester, we need to check all elements are implemented or not. All required elements are implemented in the page or not. Branch name available in the page or not. Address 1 available in the page or not. Address 2 available in the page or not. We have to check like this. This is one more checklist for the UI testing. Check all elements are implemented in the page or not. Then check all mandatory fields are highlighted or not. Two things here. First, verify all elements are implemented in the page or not. Then verify all mandatory fields are highlighted or not. Take these 2 points. Check all elements meaning fields, the branch name, address one, whatever it may be. All elements are implemented in the page or not. All elements are implemented in the page or not. One more check. Check all mandatory fields are highlighted or not. Check all mandatory fields are highlighted or not. And also see, in the same application, good, are people actually testing it? The other batch students are given a task, they are testing it actually. Wantedly, they given some data like this. Automatically, table is expanding. Appearance wise, it is acceptable. Not aligned properly, correct? The table was not aligned properly. The alignments, please observe here, it is employee creation page. They say UI, 1 or 2 UI defects in this page. Try to find out. There are 1 or 2 UI defects in this page. Try to find out. Online team, you also.
Font.
It's employer creation page.
One mistake. One element big in size, other element is small in size. If all elements are same height, same weight, it looks too professional, correct? That is missing here. Elements are not aligned properly. And one more mistake. One more UI issue. Yes, online team.
Color, admin,
Only UI point.
spelling mistake.
Sir, box alignment.
Spelling mistake.
Spelling
Employee
mistake.
name.
Where it is?
Employee name.
Employee name.
Should be employee name. My programmer given as label as employer name.
Employer name.
It's a UI mistake, correct? For wanted, we made like this. For learning point of view, we made like this. Got it? We have to find out this kind of UI issues. We have to check for the spelling of the element. And we have to check for the alignment of the elements. Note on the last point. Check spelling and alignment of the elements. Check spelling and alignment of the elements. Alignment of the elements. Right. See, for your understanding, I have given some basic checks. In addition to these basic checks, by seeing the application, we can able to decide the appearance, correct? You feel something is not looking good. You feel something is not appearing good. Document and ask your developer to change it. It comes under UI testing. Take the next one, usability testing. Usability testing. For UI is different, usability is different. UI meaning, here we focus only on the appearance part. In usability, we are not focusing on appearance. We are focusing on a person come to our website, a person downloaded our mobile app, how easily this person able to use our product. How easily end users are able to understand and use, operate our product need to be covered. If you feel any difficulty in using the product, ask your developers to modify the design. For example, Uber application, car booking application. It is designed in a way that, assume that it is made in a way that customer have to enter the address where they are standing so that it is showing the nearest to drivers. When I am in the travel, I don't know where I am standing. But the application made in a way that you have to key the address, pin code where you are standing, then only it is showing the nearest to drivers around you. It's a wrong design, correct? It should automatically scan our current location, show the nearest to drivers. That is the expected design. Previously also functionality working when I enter the pin code correctly. But user will not like it, correct? User will not like it. Automatically it should scan the location and it should display the nearest to drivers. That is called usability. Usability, user friendliness plays a major role in selling a product. There are many car booking applications earlier available. Uber came with an idea. They made a mobile app in a way that complete a graphical design. It will show the driver and car movement also, correct? In another next 2 minutes you are receiving, you are going to get the car, something like this. Including the route it will show you. People liked it, so removed all the existing apps, maintaining only one app, that is Uber mostly, correct? Generally. The success of the Uber business based on our mobile app design. You don't know Uber owner or CEO. I don't know owner of the Uber, but we two people are using the product because we like the product. We like because of its user friendliness. There are many other car booking applications available, but just 2-3 clicks, you will get the car. The app design, like you are not inputting anything. Just 2-3 touches, you are able to book a car. People like the design, downloaded, removed all the existing older products. Usability is very, very important to do the business. Because many people are into same business. Many mailing services available in the market. Gmail, Yahoo Mail, many things available. Many car booking applications available. Many office products available. Why mostly people are using only MS Office? You know only MS Office? There are many office products available, you know that? No idea? Mostly we are using MS Office, right? Let's see here. OpenOffice, LibreOffice, Zoho Office. There are many products available. Many products available in the market. And WPS Office, Smart Office, Think Office. There are many products available. XPS Office, WPS Office it is. WPS Office, LibreOffice, OpenOffice, Think Office, Smart Office, MS Office. This OpenOffice is a free software. Apache OpenOffice. It's a free software. Star Office we have, Sun Microsystems product. But mostly people are liking using only one office, that is Microsoft Office, because of its user friendliness, correct? So user friendliness plays a vital role in selling the product into the market. So as a tester, we need to check our application easily understandable, easily operatable by end users or not. While testing, you feel any difficulty in using the product, ask your developer to modify the design. Make it. Usability testing. Checking the user friendliness of the application. User friendliness of the application. Checking user friendliness of the application. That is how easily end users how easily end users are able to understand the product, how easily end users are able to understand the product and operate the product, how easily end users are able to understand the product, operate the product is called usability testing. It's called usability testing. How easily end users are able to understand the product, operate the product comes under usability testing. A simple, we are focusing on user friendliness. While testing the application, you feel something is difficult to use, ask your developers to modify it. Clear about this, right? So in the non-functional testing, we have focused only on two, that is UI and usability. For today, I stop here. Tomorrow, we'll talk about security testing, compatibility testing, load testing, and performance testing. Okay? So once it is done, maybe one or two, another 2 sessions, conceptual part will be done. Then we enter into STLC. Okay? Thank you. We continue tomorrow. Thank you, online team. We'll continue tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
sir.